Hi everyone, Year 5, welcome back to your virtual maths lesson, the fourth one of the week. Today we're going to focus on dividing decimals and whole numbers by 10, 100 and 1000. Before we get into that though, have a go at your mental maths questions, all of which are on the screen now. Question number 1 then. Complete 9 twelfths equals something quarters. Remember, we had a question similar yesterday. Whatever you do to the denominator or the numerator, you must do to the opposing one. Here I've got from 12 to 4 by dividing by 3. So I do the same with my numerator. 9 divided by 3 would give me 3. So these two fractions, 9 twelfths and 3 quarters, are equivalent fractions. Question 2, a division question using our bus stop method skills perhaps from the other day. Would hopefully give us an answer, 17 remainder 1. Question 3, work out the perimeter of the rectangle. So we know again, if we're looking at perimeter, we know the opposing, we know the whole distance around the outside. Opposing lines in a rectangle are equivalent. So if this is 14, this must be 14. If this is 8, this is 8. 14 add 14 is 28. 8 add 8 is 16. Add the two together would give me a perimeter of 44 millimeters. And then finally, add together 365 and 879 will give you the answer 1244. Let's get into today's lesson. As I've just said, the what is divide decimals and whole numbers, it really is, by 10, 100 and 1000. Similar to what we did yesterday, in fact very similar to what we did yesterday, however we're doing the inverse. So yesterday we looked at multiplying by 10, 100 and 1000. Today we're going to do the inverse. So really quickly going through it, if I'm dividing by 10, well, if I'm dividing now, I'm making the numbers smaller, so I'm moving to the right. I'm moving one place if I'm dividing by 10. I'm moving 2 places if I'm dividing by 100. And I'm moving 3 places if I am dividing by 1000. Again, like we said yesterday, when dividing or multiplying by 10, 100 and 1000, looking at the number of zeros helps you remember how many places to move. All you've got to remember is your left and right. Multiply, left, divide, right. Again, it doesn't need too much explaining from me, really. It just needs a little bit of practice, a little bit of a model on a couple of place value grids, and then I'm going to let you get straight on with it. It is a recap. It is something that hopefully you aren't spending too long on doing. It's something that is very important though, so it's something that we do need to keep going back over. So let's have a look at the question 5.4 divided by 10. If I am dividing by 10, I'm looking at the number 5.4, which I'm writing in my place value grid. Because I've got 1 0 and because I am dividing, I am moving one place to the right. So to select my 2 digits, I'm moving my digits to the right. I now have the answer 0.54, or to put my place value holder in, 0.54. 5 tenths and 4 hundredths. 0.54 would be my answer I put in here, 0.54. Again, questions today will be lots of practice doing that sort of thing. You might get challenged with something like 5.4 divided by something equals 0.54. So again, it's just about understanding the question and applying your thinking and reasoning with the question to help you work out the answer. But today's pure focus is dividing, so a lot of your answers will require you to either divide by 10, 100 or 1000. We'll do another one really quickly. Let's do 315 divided by 100. Write my 315 in. I'm divided by 100, so as I said at the beginning, I'm moving 2 places. I'm dividing, so I'm going to the right. So the 2 places, oops, 1 place, 2 place. So my final answer would be 3.15. Again, in some of your questions today, the operation might be missing. So you've got to work out how you get from your start number to your end number by performing either a divide by 10, a divide by 100, or divide by 1,000. In this case, the answer obviously is divide by 100 because I've just modelled that to you. We'll have a final example on dividing by 1,000. For this, I'm going to use a place value grid with thousandths in. Let's have the question 101 divide by 1,000. Write my numbers in. As I'm dividing, I'm going to the right. Because I'm dividing by 1,000, I'm moving 3 places to the right. So 1 place, 2 places, 3 places. If I have a blank column before my decimal point, as I said a minute ago, you'll need to put that place value holder in. So 101 divided by 1,000 will be 0.101. Top tip really for today's lesson, guys, is just to try and picture this in your head all the time. Try and get that kind of ingrained in your mind. There's nothing stopping you whenever you get asked a question that involves dividing by 10, 100, 1,000, you're actually drawing yourself out a little place value grid. As long as you know your place value column headings, which most of you all do now, there is nothing stopping you from doing that. The more you do it, the more mental some of these questions should be able to be done in your head in terms of not writing anything down. However, there is nothing wrong with doing that if you're still a little bit unsure, as long as you are using the correct place value headings. So today's focus, dividing by 10, 100 and 1,000, using similar principles to yesterday, but in as much that we're moving to the right rather than the left, as we were practicing, as I say, in yesterday's lesson. Have a go at the worksheet that goes with this lesson, and I will see you for your final lesson tomorrow.